Hi my Stampin' friends, I'm Sandra at artypapercrafters.com, an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, and I have a project tutorial for you today that makes a gorgeous gift box based around this stamp set and matching punch. It is in the Autumn Winter catalogue and it is on page 12, and it's this one here. It's the Merry Little Labels stamp set. There are 6 stamps in it, and you get the coordinating punch, so that's your punch, and this is your stamp set. You get 6 images, perfect for Christmas or any time. The just for you sentiment you could use at any time of the year. And if you buy the stamp set and the punch together, you can get it as a bundle and save 10%. You need to remember to put in a different code though. I wouldn't want any of my customers to lose out. When you look in here in the catalogue, it gives you the code for a wood mount stamp or a clear blocks where you use your blocks to mount your stamps. So you put those numbers in if you only want the stamp set, but if you want the coordinating punch and the stamp set, to save that 10% instantly, you put the codes that are in this box here. So in this little box here, it gives you a different code. So if you want the bundle, the code is 146030 if you have your own acrylic blocks to mount them on, like this. So this is a clear mount stamp set where you mount them on your own acrylic blocks. But if you don't have your own acrylic blocks, and you want to buy them as wood mount, then they give you the pieces of wood to mount them on, and that's a different code. And if you want to buy the bundle in wood mount, it is 146029 to save your 10%. So that is worth remembering, because I've noticed that one of my customers missed out on that 10% because she didn't use when you look through the catalogue, you need to make sure that you pick up on these symbols that say a bundle. It says save 10% bundle, and it gives you a different code. And if you look through the catalogue, you'll see these little symbols all the way included in the main catalogue. They also do the same in there. So where you have those symbols in here, it means that you can save 10%. That's that one there, which is in blue. And that's your code if you want to get 10% off. So that's worth remembering. So let's move on and let me show you what I've been making with this bundle. I have made this little gorgeous gift box made in early espresso with the new gold Year of Cheer Speciality DSP, which is so beautiful. Every single sheet is foiled. You've got gold foiling on some, silver foiling on some, copper and platinum, champagne, and gold and silver. You get 12 sheets of 12 by 12, and you get 3 of each design, and they really are so pretty. They are gorgeous. Can you just see the shine on those? Gorgeous. And I've stored them in the 12 by 12 page protectors that are in the back of the main catalogue. They are usually for albums, but I thought this was a fantastic way to store your DSP once you've opened it. Keeps it clean, and these page protectors are nice and strong and thick. So let's get on. We're going to make this box, and the reasoning I made the box, as you can see, You can see through here that it says eat, drink and be merry. That came from this same stamp set. And I have made lots of gift tags, gorgeous gift tags, all with the gold, silver and copper foiling. And I've copper embossed this on the copper embossed paper. Inside I've put the sentiment for and from, which is included in the stamp set, for and from. And I have made a dozen of these, 4 in each design. Special delivery from the North Pole. That's done in copper and gold embossing on that lovely foiling paper. Beautiful. And the gold embossing here on the gold paper, and the gold foiling of that Let It Snow. So no peeking, all done in the gold foiling. And that is why I made this box for them to sit into, which they do perfectly. And my little lid goes on the top, and there they are, perfect. So let's get on and I'll show you how I made the box. So today I am going to use some pool party cardstock because it's going to go so beautifully with my copper embossed foil paper. So let's pull you out so you can see what I'm about. Right then, so I have a piece of cardstock here which measures 10 inches by 6.5. All the measurements will be on my website, including the centimetre measurements, so pop over there for all of them. My online shop is also there should you wish to purchase any of these products. And if you use my hostess code for the month of September, which is ZUZSKWUP, and you'll find it there in the top right hand corner of my blog, and it will tell you that if you add that at the checkout when you purchase Stampin' Up products online from my store, you will then have access as a customer to my card class that is for my VIP customer rewards program, and that'll be available for you to watch in YouTube. I will add your name. You need to spend a minimum of £30 this month and you will have access to making all those cards as well. So let's carry on with this. We've got our card base which measures 10 by 6.5. We're going to score it at 1 1/4, 4 3/4, 6, 9 1/2. Then we're going to rotate it to the short side and we're going to score at 1 1/4. So nice and easy. For the lid, I have a piece of thick, this is the thick Whisper White cardstock, and this measures 5 9/16 by 3 5/16, and we're going to score this at 1 inch on all 4 sides. So again, easy peasy. That's all the scoring done, so we can put the board away. So let me bring you just down slightly closer. As you can see from my box, I have cut a window out with some gold foiled paper. Today I'm using the copper foiled paper, and I've cut out my little frame using the Lots of Labels framelits dies, and I've cut that out by layering that onto there like that, and onto there like that, and I have run that through my big shot and cut out a frame. You can keep the centre, don't throw that away, for another project, and that provides me with my framing. I have some acetate, which is from the I can't remember now. It's Fabulous something acetate. This lots of designs and it's very thick. So I've cut a piece of acetate, and for that I have used the next size up. So I've cut that out of the next size up frame because I noticed that when I was playing with this set that the punch here coordinates very well, the everyday label punch coordinates very well with these lots of labels framelets dies. So that's a good tip. So now we're going to fold and burnish our cardstock. When Sandra can find her bone folder, here it is. So let's fold and burnish all those lines. And before we start putting our box together, we need to cut out our little frame for the centre so that we've got a little peephole. So this was the one that we used to cut out the little peephole, so we're going to position that on there and we're going to run that through the big shot. So let's position that about here, and I've done it so that it's approximately 3/4 of an inch either side, so you can measure it with your ruler if you are a bit fastidious like me. Come down closer to the bottom so that when you put your lid on, I'm just securing that with some tape so that it doesn't move around. So I've got my 3/4 of an inch. I've put it nearly close to the bottom, possibly a bit closer, so that when you fit your lid on, you're not closing down onto that beautiful foiled frame. So let's get the big shot and run that through the big shot. Right, so to run that through the big shot, we need to push our piece of card up over the other way. Otherwise the width will be too wide. And then we're running that through and coming back out. That's that done. That's that cut out. Right then. So now we've cut our little hole in our frame. Now you will have a bit of mark there, but that's at the bottom of the box, so it won't really matter. Keep your little cut out, that's useful for another project. And now we're going to put our foiling and our acetate onto. Now this has got a gold side and a silver side, and because I've used the copper today, I'm going to put it down so that it's on the silver side showing. So get with our glue dots. I'm going to put some glue dots onto the acetate to stick this down. Just pop them into all the corners and the tops. You can use as many as you think is necessary to stick it on. I've used quite a lot, and pop a couple on the sides. Like that. Right, and then we're going to position this on here, making sure, because this has got dots on it, you need to make sure that your dots run straight. So I think that that looks straight on that side, and it does. So now we can put the frame on, and this is our frame. We're going to glue that on with a bit of liquid Tombow. Just run some all the way around. That's it. Place your frame over the top and you will see that it is a perfect fit. And that's very pretty. Love that, so gorgeous. Love it. Right, now we're going to cut up for our box. So this skinny little piece on the right hand side is going to go. We just cut up our box like this. And then we are going to put a piece of sticky strip across the outer edge of this 1/2 inch strip. Like that. Fold that down, and that should come across. Make sure that edge is nice and straight. That's our box made. Push that down. So this is the back, so we want that going down there and that piece coming across. So a bit of wet glue along here and fold that down, keeping that nice and square. Then more glue across here. And press that down, keeping the whole thing nice and square and straight. And just run your bone folder across there to make sure that that's stuck. And push it down in here to make sure those little pieces inside have stuck too. And that's perfect. So that's the base for our box. So now we're going to put our lid together. And first of all, we're going to place our DSP on, and I've got 2 side pieces there, 2 front pieces here, and a piece for the middle here, and that's how they go on. So let's put some liquid glue on here and glue those on. think I'm going to have that way around. I don't think it matters, but that's the way I want it. So that fits on there nice and snugly. I'm just going to see if that matches. Not really, but never mind. Put that on there. Next piece. On here. This gold foil paper is so lush. It really is lush. Love it. Last piece. And then we can put our lid together. That's it. Lid on the glue. Right, now we're going to put our bone folder across and just gently score these lines down. That's it. So now we're going to cut up here and notch in and notch in. Cut up here to the first score line and notch in. Same this side. And we put a bit of wet glue or fast fuse on our 4 tabs. And then stick them together. So just put your bone folder in and reinforce the fact that they need to be stuck down well. And that is your lid. So let's do a bit of manoeuvring. Let's take these out of here and pop them in here like that and add our lid. Like that. Perfect fit. And that is our gorgeous little box done. So that's the box, and If you would like to know how I made the gift tags and would like to see a video for that, let me know and I'll pop one out in YouTube. Don't forget that if you place an order in my online store for £30 or more before postage and packaging, and you use my hostess code for September, which is ZUZSKWUP, then you will have access to my videos to make 3 coffee cafe cards, adding coffee to one card, real coffee to one card, and how to make muffins and milkshakes. So that is completely free to my customers. And incidentally, before you go, I just want to show you that when I design my boxes, I sometimes have these little failures where the lid is either too big, too small. And what happened was I made the lid 3 times, third time lucky, as they say. And when I made this, I then noticed that my 2 failures fitted one inside the other. So, like that. And I thought, lipstick box or something like that. So who knows? Probably do a video for that too soon. So thank you for joining me today. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you very, very much for subscribing to my channel. I now have 4,000 subscribers and I'm so delighted. Thank you for joining me today, and until next time, bye for now. Bye.